Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual cost for $5,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 76-year-old male. Now, first thing you need to know is you can go directly to our website at funeralfunds.com. We've got these quoters on just about every page. They're 100% free. Just select the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. And select the coverage amount, put your birthday in, other information, click Get Quotes Now. It will take you to a quoter that will show you all the best insurance companies in your state and all the lowest rates. I'm going to show you that in just a moment. Now, the first thing you really need to ask yourself if you're a 76-year-old male is $5,000 going to be enough for my final expense needs? Now, if you're going to be cremated, the average cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Now, if you're going to be having some sort of a ceremony like a remembrance of life or celebration of life ceremony, something like that, in addition to the cremation, that's probably going to be $3,500 to $4,500. So if you've got a $5,000 policy right now, you're probably okay. If you need insurance, probably right around $5,000 is going to be okay. We would typically recommend for that cremation where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn, maybe $5,000 to $7,000. And the reason is you're 76 years old. Hopefully we're going to get you to 86 and maybe even a little older. And we just want to make sure that we build in some extra funds in there to allow for inflation. And if you pass away a little bit sooner, there's just a few extra dollars in there to help take care of some final expenses, maybe medical bills and stuff like that. So again, that cremation, come home in a cardboard box or urn, maybe $5,000 to $7,000. And then if you're going to have that service plus that cremation, probably somewhere between $7,000 to $10,000. Now, could you get more insurance? Could you get $25,000? Sure, you can. It's just most of the people we work with are on a fixed or limited income. So we really work to keep things affordable. A lot of times when people say, hey, I want to get $25,000, $30,000, that's because they want to leave money behind for their children or family members or something like that. And we typically tell people, if you're waiting until age 76 to get this insurance to leave it for your young'uns, as it were, it's probably the wrong time because the insurance does get more expensive the older you get. And we would typically tell people, save the money, get kind of the minimum insurance you need to take care of your final expense needs. And then that money that you would have spent to get more insurance, spend that on your family while you're alive. And you'll have those memories as long as you're alive, and they'll have those memories as long as they're alive. And I think that would be more a blessing than kind of giving money to an insurance company to give people money to you after you're dead. But we can help you either way. We just like to get you all your options. Now, one thing we always recommend is get first day coverage or benefits. And this is really important, especially age 76, because frankly, we're just getting older. And first day coverage means that if your policy started today, you were approved today, and you died tomorrow, the insurance company would pay out that death benefit. That is much different than those plans with 2-year waiting periods, which we don't recommend. And I will get into those in just a moment. So get that first day coverage. Now, a lot of people would say, hey, I want the first day coverage, but I'm not in the best of health. And I know those first day coverage plans ask health questions. To which we would say, the health questions are our problem, not your problem. Because we work with enough different insurance companies that they all have different underwriting requirements. They all have different health questions. And 95% of the time, we're able to get people first day coverage. So we're terrific at what we do. The only time we wouldn't be able to get first coverage if you had something really significant going on, like you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you had dementia, or you were on dialysis, or you were in a hospital, or you were in a nursing home. If that were the case, we would probably just refer you out to a different insurance company. The other thing that happens is, it seems like every week somebody gives us a call and says, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week. They didn't have insurance. We don't have the money. The body's down at the funeral home, and the funeral director won't do anything without a check in his hand. So they say, hey, we need to get this insurance really quickly so that we can get a check in our hand to get a check in the funeral director's hand. And we have to tell them that there's no insurance company in the United States that's going to offer a life insurance policy, a funeral policy, a burial policy to somebody who's already died. It does not work out that way. And it's really sad because that person that died had the choice to get this insurance and they chose not to. They probably thought they had time, and then one day they didn't have time. And now their legacy that they're going to leave behind is a legacy of suffering and pain because their family is now struggling financially to come up with this money, and they're suffering emotionally trying to figure this out and probably try to connect the dots on why somebody that loved them would do this to them and burden them at a time like this, both emotionally and financially. So don't be that person. Don't be that person. This insurance is affordable. You know you're going to die. It's a certainty. Make sure that you protect your loved ones. Now, we don't recommend the 2-year waiting period plans. And Colonial Penn is one of the maybe better known ones simply because they advertise a lot. Seems like they advertise, their commercials are on TV like every 7 minutes. But there's other 2-year waiting period insurance companies out there too. Let's see, Mutual of Omaha, they're United of Omaha, and AIG, Gerber. There's other insurance companies out there too. And a lot of these insurance companies have done an exceptional job of convincing the American public that, if you're over age 50, the only thing you can qualify for is a 2-year waiting period, to which we go, nothing could be more wrong, because we help people with first day coverage all day long. So don't believe those people. Don't listen to that marketing. But let's look at this Colonial Penn. A lot of 76-year-old men would say, man, I outsmarted the insurance company and I waited until age 76. And now I saw that TV commercial for only $9.95. I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 for only $9.95. I am so much smarter than them. And then they go to the website or talk with an agent from Colonial Penn, and they find out that for a 76-year-old male, 1 unit of coverage, $9.95, is only $521. And $521 is not even enough for a cremation that we know of anywhere in the United States. So why would you ever buy a plan that is not going to take care of your final expense needs? And, also, do you think if you call a company that's offering a low teaser rate like $9.95, do you think that you're not going to try to get upsold once they tell you it's $521? So think about if that's the type of insurance company you want to work with. But let's try to find out how much $5,000 is. I'm going to guess it's probably around 10 units. You gotta kind of guess on these units here. It's a little bit difficult. Let's see. Okay, so you got 10 units is $5,210. You can't actually buy $5,000 for a 76-year-old male because these unit prices always put out these wackadoodle numbers like $5,210. But that's going to cost you $99, roughly $100. So let's see what first day coverage would be for that right there. So here we go, $5,000, male, age 76. Let's get a quote. And again, this is $100 for $5,000 roughly. And look at this. You can get the same $5,000 right here for $53.59. And this is level coverage, which means first day coverage. We work with this company. They're a great company. We can get you an insurance policy through them. $53. So that Colonial Penn is almost 200% more expensive. And you have a 2-year waiting period. And you will overpay on that policy for the rest of your life. So it's roughly $50 more expensive a month. Colonial Penn's going to cost you roughly $600 more a year. After 10 years, you will have overpaid on a Colonial Penn policy by roughly $6,000 on a $5,000 policy. Does that make sense? I can't imagine that it does. So be a smart consumer. Let's look at some other companies here. 58. You'll be able to see all these different companies here. Oh, here's one, Lincoln Heritage. They're a good company, fine company, I guess. I mean, if you like higher pricing. Let's see, level, first day coverage, that's good. But yeah, it's like $70. And the reason is they've got a service where when you pass away, they'll call 2 or 3 different funeral homes, kind of try to get the best pricing. They may do a couple other things too, but they charge more for that. So it's $70 versus $53. So roughly $20 a month. I'm just going to use round numbers here. It's easier on my head. So roughly $20 more a month. That's $240 extra a year. If that 76-year-old male lives 10 years, that's an extra $2,400 roughly. Probably more around $2,200, but roughly $2,400. So you got to ask yourself, is that worth paying an insurance company like $2,200 to $2,400 more to call 2 or 3 funeral homes? Maybe do a couple other things. Probably take just an hour or so. It's a pretty good payday for the insurance company. Is it worth you paying that much money? Or would you rather keep that money in your own pocket and spend it on yourself while you're alive? So we recommend you don't overpay. We actually provide a funeral and estate planning guide free of charge. You can fill that out. Who gets what goes where, and what you want done after you're gone. And you just keep that with your insurance policy, and that way when you pass away, your family is protected both financially and emotionally. All they've got to do is open up the funeral and estate planning guide, read through it, and then just execute your wishes. And they will know that they're doing exactly what you wanted done. And what a great level of peace of mind that's going to provide to them, knowing that they did everything exactly as you wanted and you provided the funds to do it. So, yeah, just don't be that person that overspends on this or leaves burdens behind for your family or loved ones. So go to our website. You can fill out this quote right here. We've got a special quote for our YouTube, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And you'll get all the best prices and discounts there. You can call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456, if you want to talk with one of our agents. And whether you've got an existing policy and you want to price shop it, make sure you got the best deal, or just add coverage, we can help you out with that. If you're looking for a brand new policy, we can help you out with that. If you just have any questions or need some help in any way, just reach out to us. We can help you out with that. We look forward to helping you with this. And until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care, you have a nice day. Bye-bye.